Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Kill. General West. Alert 3. Shift. Go.
Washington on 3rd and short. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one. Goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, Charlie. Ready?
Now back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Ready.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Okay, ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
Check 52. Shoot.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Lets it go for Nelson. He's got a man. Complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And now the throw here is incomplete. And with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go. I smell fear in that offense. Hey, lock it. I smell fear in that offense.
Big edge. Check the backer, check.
Five.
Back to throw. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off.
Crunch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Down, 18 Gator. Hey, I-7.
Second and 14. He's able to find Wallace. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They'll drop the throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's done. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Out to his left, and it's caught. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. No. Off. Safe.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Sooner or later, we should get a snap, I think. This is now 1st and 25 after another penalty. Running it, Washington. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Here we go. 8 read.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On 2nd down, it's Washington. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Titans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3-and-out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Take it at the 37. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Set, ready? 60 or.
Rip right.
Come.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Hey, we got to steal.
Come on, D.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 40-yard line.
Ready.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Nice, sweetheart. Switch.
On first, here's Washington.
I got it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Yeah, baby.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, check 20. Pilot, 64, weak. Bang. Cut. 5.
On 2nd down, Washington. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ready?
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
You better be afraid of me. Leo. Be afraid of me.
He's coming.
Stand.
He's coming. Double up.
They go.
On 1st down, Washington. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Get it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Ready, set.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
22. Check.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Watch safety creep.
22 jet bomber. Now.
On 3rd down, here's Washington. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Mike Vrabel saw him on the sideline. He didn't even hesitate. They will go for it on 4th.
That's the way. Check 4.
Blue draw Corkers. Watching you go. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Down. Rock it. 50, plant.
Check 99. Check 99.
Go.
He'll look to throw. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
47.
Hey, Haywood.
Check.
They'll set up a throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
We got 3.
Yes.
They'll set up to throw. Going long here for Wallace. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch the pass.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken in at the 22. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here we go. 6 guys.
Hard.
Shift. Kill.
Check. Get it.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
32-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. Try
and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Hey, echo.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Here's 2nd and 8. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
60 or.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Greystone travel. You're out. Be grip.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On 2nd down now, it's Washington. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Good job.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, seam 6.
22's coming, 22's coming. Mike. Let's go one more. Mike's 22. Watch the run.
Shoot.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent game. 35 yards. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Alert 3.
General West. Hey, Zoo.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Hey, lock it.
I got you. I hit it. Switch.
They'll try the left side. Dunn fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
61 Matchbox Lights. Yo, go 5.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Out.
Hey, Sam off.
You got tape.
Go.
They run with Washington. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Get it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Check, 43. So we got man.
Go.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Let's go, D. Big series right now.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the 2nd half. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey.
Motion. Mike's 40.
Now.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, orbit.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Watch the flood.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, You lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now back to throw. It's caught. Nelson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check safety, check safety. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check 31, check 31.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
I'm going to run you over. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Let it go. Get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Look at me. Go, go.
We own them. We own them.
Leo.
Kill them.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Fair. Look, squeeze.
SOS.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
A 37-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Pilot, 64, weak. Bravo. Deep river, deep river.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run on first down. Washington. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Back to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now Washington. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year as they are able to cut into that lead.
Come to my world.
You draw Corkers.
Come to my world. Check, check, check.
Here.
Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
So a big two-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans.
Watch the edge.
Protein spill.
Check 24, check 24.
The Titans will line up for the
Kill,
two-point
kill.
conversion.
Five.
They're going to try and run here, but he will not get into the end zone, and that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th.
14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's done. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Rock it. Hey, Delta. Put up. Snap.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Hey, Haywood. Big grip.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 22, Mike. Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
22, Mike, 22.
You better bring it. You better bring it.
2nd and 6. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown in your city.
And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2nd and 1. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. This quarterback now is hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are